welcome to LMU Community TV News. We hope you're having a great week. I'm Ashley Collingsworth. Thank you for joining us. Cumberland Gap was an exciting place to be Monday afternoon as WBIR Channel 10's Live at 5 at 4 visited for their hometown spotlight. Following their broadcast, I caught up with anchors Russell Biven and Beth Haynes to talk to them about their trip from Knoxville to Cumberland Gap. All right, so tell me what prompted the hometown spotlight to come down to Cumberland Gap?
You know, Food City is a wonderful sponsor. We've partnered with them, Channel 10, to spotlight these wonderful communities across East Tennessee. And so every month we visit a location somewhere in East Tennessee that has a Food City. So that brought us to Cumberland Gap, also Harrogate, and I know the Food City in Middlesboro, they were represented today. So it's just a fun way to see our towns.
Well, how has your experience been down here today?
Well, it's been great. We got to see you.
Well, thank you.
It's been great. We always enjoy the people that we meet most on these hometown spotlights, but I'll tell you, the scenery is perfect, and the things we've learned about the rich tradition here and just all the different things, how an LMU is involved, and really a wonderful place for folks to come visit.
So talk about a little bit of the other things you all have done while you've been here today.
Well, I got here a little bit later in the afternoon, but we had some of our reporters coming up earlier in the week just to talk about all the different fun things that have been going on. Of course, the only bicycle museum in the state of Tennessee. And Beth has had a relationship with the folks who've had the pharmacy for really a long time.
Yeah, you know, I was here 2011. Came to feature the Whiz Bangers, a great group of retirees who would ride their motorized bikes up and down the main drag here, and got to know Judge McClanahan, who runs the only bicycle shop in Tennessee, and also Harvey Fuson. Sadly, he was killed the next week, so it was great for me today to be back. I met his daughter, Teresa, and she says she plans to open back up the old pharmacy at some point.
Isn't that great?
It is. It's a great happy ending to that story. I know this town, he was a fixture in this town, and it was such a painful time, so I really am thrilled that she's going to do that.
All right, well, I think I'll let y'all go so y'all can get back to Knoxville.
You need to make sure you tell your mama I said hey.
I will.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Adam Haley and I were in the Gap with the live crew there. Rachel Maddie and Thomas Miracle were at the Pinnacle with meteorologist Todd Howell. Rachel got to speak with Todd about his journey into becoming a meteorologist. Here is what he had to say.
We're up here on top of the Pinnacle Overlook. We've been here many times, and I thought I would talk to you today about your educational journey and how it led to you being at WBIR.
Sure. Well, I guess the short version, Rachel, and I know you're very interested in meteorology and weather, and you have a passion for weather, and same here. I'm just like anybody else who loves weather. I meet a lot of people who really love weather. Basically, the short version is I kind of did a 180. I went to undergrad school, majored in business and marketing, was out working for an IBM office equipment company, selling typewriters. They were electronic, a lot of memory. And then the computers came out, and that was my first job. I loved it, but I kind of came to a crossroad, and I did a 180. I went back and studied meteorology because I felt like that's what God put in my heart, a love for weather at an early age. And so I decided, it was BC, before children. My wife and I, we prayed about it, and we thought, now's the time. This was back in 1991. Now's the time to go back to meteorology school if I'm going to do it. Right. Again, before family and before children, and went there for 2 years, came to Knoxville in 1993, and WBIR was gracious enough to give me a chance to hire me. Margie Nichols, and forever indebted to her for giving me an opportunity to do weather here at Channel 10, and I've been here almost 23 years ever since.
Be sure you stay tuned with us in the upcoming weeks as we pay a visit to Live at 5 at 4 and get a behind-the-scenes tour of what it's like to put together a full live broadcast. As part of National EMS Week, emergency services are challenging everybody to become CPR certified. More than 67,000 people got their CPR certification during this challenge last year. It is a day set aside during EMS Week to get out in the community and teach compression-only CPR. The training sessions last 15 minutes, and the training taught in that short amount of time can save a life. LMU DCOM is an authorized training center for the American Heart Association, and they are doing their part in honor of this initiative, and on Wednesday they offered free community CPR training workshops. LMU DCOM offers a wide range of courses and certifications for today's healthcare providers and the public at large through its Center for Stimulation and Training. Using the state-of-the-art equipment and facilities, the AHA Training Center's instructors provide medical education in the areas of basic life support, advanced cardiac life support, and pediatric advanced life support. Just as living a healthy lifestyle is key to having a healthy heart, learning CPR is key to saving hearts. The AHA Training Center is authorized to provide training in Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia. For more information about how you or your community group can participate in CPR training, you can contact the AHA Training Center Coordinator, Jonathan Green, at 423-869-6480. At the DeBus College of Osteopathic Medicine, first-year medical students hold a memorial ceremony to honor their first patients, the cadavers they study in anatomy lab. This year, dozens of students, faculty, and family members of donors attended the ceremony that took place on Wednesday behind the Hamilton Math and Science building. From the first days in their anatomy course, students are encouraged to treat the cadavers with dignity. Donor memorial ceremonies are long-standing traditions at many medical schools, giving the students the opportunity to show their appreciation for the contribution to their study. DCOM students prepared poems, speeches, special music, and that was followed by a memorial wall viewing. The memorial wall is located behind the Hamilton Math and Science building. Before the ceremony took place, handouts were given out to those in attendance, and inside it read that the memorial is gratefully dedicated by the class of 2017 and 2018 to the individuals who have given their life through their donation. In the upcoming weeks, LMU Community TV will be airing a special interview with President B. James Dawson, recapping all the activities and events that were held on campus of Lincoln Memorial University in the 2015-2016 academic school year. Taking us to break, here's a preview of that interview and what you can expect.
Well, imagine, if you will, beginning at the golf driving range, and we have the new golf facility there. Driving down that road, you see a new facility being constructed that will be an indoor tennis facility. 6 tennis courts, and it'll be in an enclosed area so you can play year-round, and it will be a very impressive facility with mezzanines for viewing, and second to none in this region, an indoor tennis facility. Going past that, you will have a baseball field and a softball field. Now people are saying, well, we have a baseball field and a softball field. No doubt about that, but we're moving them because the current baseball field and softball field are right in the center of campus now. That area that is the current baseball and softball area will become an alumni park for us. So it will be green space for the campus, really improve the appearance of campus. And as you know, ultimately we plan to build the boulevard out from the tennis courts, the old tennis courts, to the entrance of campus, and that will be right through the heart of the current softball field and baseball field. So we'll have softball, baseball, tennis. We will construct a facility that will house 3 courts, a men's basketball, a women's basketball, and an intramural court. But the facility will be used as a multi-purpose facility, and we'll have lots of opportunity for intramural sports there. Of course, we have the lacrosse field that is in the center of the park with a new lacrosse field house being built. And we will have the opportunity for expansion of our athletic programs with some practice fields. And we will move the track and field for our collegiate competition to that area as well. As you know, we've had planned to put the track and field by the entrance of campus. That will become a facility for our high school, well, actually for the charter school that we're planning. And so we'll move the track and field down to the Valley of Sports as well. So from the current golf driving range all the way through to the end of the park, and beyond will be athletic facilities, thus the Valley of Sports.
College. It can seem a million miles away. But what if you could get help with your tuition expenses? Get help filling out all those applications and finding a major that fits. All of a sudden, the impossible becomes possible. Visit collegefortn.org today. College. You can get there from here.
I already knew that I was going to go to college, from a young age. I definitely want to major in political science. After that, I'm going to get my law degree. Then I'm going to come back to Detroit, boost the economy, become the mayor or something, try to make the situation better for other people. I feel like I owe it to the city. I'm determined. It's going to happen. My name is Justin, and I am your dividend.
Adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
Welcome back. 20 high school students got to experience college-level science courses thanks to the partnership between the Hamilton School of Math and Science and the Clinch Powell Educational Cooperative. The 3-day camp began on Tuesday for students who qualified to attend with grades and an application essay. There is no charge to attend the camp, and the students were also given the opportunity to stay in LMU residence halls in addition to their science activities. The students were also given tips on the college search process, financial aid, and given a full tour of the Lincoln Memorial University campus. LMU and Clinch Powell do hope to offer this same type of camp for even more students in the near future. Coming up this Saturday at the Harrogate City Park is the annual LMU DCOM Walk with a Doc, and it will begin at 10 o'clock. The walk is in conjunction with Kids Run the Nation. You are encouraged to bring your friends and loved ones and enjoy a walk with a local physician and friendly medical students. They will be able to offer support and answer any questions that you may have about healthy living. It is also a wonderful opportunity to get fit and also meet new friends. The event is open to the community and offers monthly walking groups for adults and monthly running programs for kids. There will also be door prizes during the duration of the event. Cumberland Gap will be filled with art, wine, and music this weekend for the Art Extravaganza with the Cumberland Gap Artists Co-op. The event is set for this Saturday from 6 until 9. Tickets will be $25 with all proceeds to benefit the Harrogate Book Station Children's Program and Library. More than 200 people are expected for the Suit and Tie Affair. Festival Park in Cumberland Gap will be filled with musical arts from Papa Chum's Music Shop, edible arts from the Pineapple Tea Room, and visual arts that will be on display throughout the park from the co-op. The event will also include a chocolate fountain and a silent auction with items that have been donated by local businesses and unique art made by members of the co-op. Wine tasting will be provided by members of the Thunder Road Great Valley Wine Trail, which is in eastern Tennessee. Reservations are a must. Tickets can be purchased by calling the co-op at 423-869-5935 or on PayPal through the Cumberland Gap Arts Co-op Facebook page. LMU Convention Center has also donated space just in case of rainy weather. Children are encouraged to get outside for a day in the park with the Pine Mountain State Park and Resort. The event is scheduled for this Saturday and is packed with activities for the whole family. Activities for the day include fishing, kite flying, historic games and toys such as hopscotch and hula hoops, an obstacle course, hiking, and a walk listening to the night sounds. The schedule for the activities is as follows. Hiking will take place at 10:30 that morning. Kite flying will take place at 1:30. Historical games and toys will be held at 3 o'clock. The obstacle course will begin at 4:30. And at 7 o'clock, you can enjoy fishing, followed by a walk at 8:30, listening to the night sounds. For more information on this event, you can contact Sue Thomas at 606-398-7510. A Speedwell veteran sacrifice is inspiring hundreds across the nation to give back. More than 800 volunteers are helping to build a 3,800 square foot forever home for Cody Evans, who lost his legs in Afghanistan. Once the house is completed, Cody will receive the keys to his forever home. In 2011, Evans served in Afghanistan as a combat engineer with the primary role involving the use of metal detectors to locate explosive devices on the ground. It was only 5 months before everything changed. Lance Corporal Evans came into contact with an improvised explosive device. After fighting for his life, Cody did come home, but readjusting to his mother's home as a double amputee did have its obstacles. With the help of A Soldier's Journey Home, the nonprofit organization known for building disabled-friendly homes for returning soldiers who have been traumatically injured in the line of duty, Cody will now have a home to call his own. Mike Fitzpatrick, the president of A Soldier's Journey Home, is leading the house building project. He said the home will be fully handicapped accessible. Many of the workers are firefighters and veterans themselves, but all are volunteers taking off work for a man whose spirit has never crumbled. Evans said that he cannot thank everyone involved enough. To find out more about A Soldier's Journey Home, you can visit the organization's Facebook page or their website, www.asoldiersjourneyhome.org. Well, keep it right here on LMU Community TV News as Adam Haley brings you the very latest in the world of sports from around campus and the region.
This is why you get by on 4 hours sleep. Why you took a second job. This is why you taught yourself how to fix the plumbing and spend hours juggling the bills. This is why you'll do whatever it takes to keep your home. And that is why we want to help. We are making home affordable, a free government resource that can make paying the mortgage easier. Now more options are available. Call 888-995-HOPE to talk one-on-one with a housing expert today.
It's me, Artie. Come see what I collected from the Creative Galaxy in my idea box.
Transform your world.
Will you help me make art?
Each one of our journeys keeps us.
Before you throw it away,
Hey, I have an idea.
think outside the box.
We'll never get older. Each one
Go be amazing!
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me
And me.
help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android.
This is awesome.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
Welcome back. The Forge Ridge School archery team is heading to the NASP World Championship for the second year in a row. This year's competition will be held June 24th through the 26th at the Myrtle Beach Sports Center in South Carolina. They'll compete against teams from Australia, Great Britain, and Canada, just to name a few. They've practiced like crazy for this event, putting in 3-hour days for 4 days starting back in March when they were practicing for the state tournament and eventually the national tournament that was held in Louisville, Kentucky. Now this is where you as the community come into play. Archery is not a school-funded sport and they need your help. The archery team is trying to raise $3,500 to make the World Championship. They have fundraised all year long but still need to make their goal. To help them, you can visit their GoFundMe page, which is www.gofundme.com/24PGHQDM, or you can make a check payable to Forge Ridge Archery and mail it to 104 Eric Court, Speedwell, Tennessee, 37870. Not only will you be helping send this team to the World Championship, but you'll be sending kids from our area that have never seen the ocean to a once-in-a-lifetime experience for them. Now, Forge Ridge is not the only school in our area in need of your assistance, as Powell Valley's archery team, which is in its early years, has also qualified for the World Championship in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And coming up on Monday, we'll let you know how you can help them get to the championship meet. The LMU baseball team will be hosting the Unsigned Instructional Showcase on June the 7th. It is for unsigned high school players graduating 2019 or earlier, or any junior college player that is eligible to transfer to a four-year institution. The cost is $75 in advance or $95 the day of the event. Those players that register in advance will have their information passed on to the college scouts on the day of the showcase. Schools attending this event will include LMU, Carson-Newman, Tusculum, Lee University, Maryville College, Union College, Hiwassee College, Walter State, Cleveland State, Roane State, and Bryan College. Each player at the event will have their chance to showcase their talents in pro-style workouts that include the 60-yard dash, defensive evaluations, and live batting practice with a live pitcher throwing. We'll continue to update you on the upcoming camps throughout the summer, and you can find a full list of LMU camps at LMURailsplitters.com. Go to the Fan Central page and click Camps for brochures and information on how to register. The Tennessee Smokies have finished up their series with Birmingham, and it was the Barons who took the series 3-2. The Smokies entered Thursday in a three-way tie for third place in the Southern League North Division with Birmingham and Chattanooga. The Smokies will remain at home this weekend when they'll play host to the Biloxi Shuckers Thursday through Monday. All the games but Sundays will start at 7:05, with Sunday's game starting at 2:05. The Shuckers are 3-2 this season against the Smokies and enter the series on Thursday a half game up on the Pensacola Blue Wahoos in the Southern League South. To keep up to date with the Smokies, you can go to SmokiesBaseball.com. Now that's all for sports this weekend, but stay tuned. Joseph Lewis and Tyler Rowlett will be here after the break to let you know about movies that are being released to the big screen and what concerts are happening around the area this weekend when we return to LMU Community TV News.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family? This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort...
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything. Oh, sorry. Go along, son!
It's always worth it.
Whoa! Master!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Calls me googly eyes.
You know you're beautiful, right? You know that?
Even you're beautiful. I got bullied for wearing glasses. Share if you're against bullying.
We put it out there, just took off. 3 million people have shared this post. Don't let bullies get you down. I stand with you. Our whole family's wearing glasses. I wear glasses and I'm proud.
I even have the army on my team.
All the kind comments brought my child joy. I don't feel thank you is enough.
Next.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hello, I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Coming to theaters this weekend is the Angry Birds movie, an animated action adventure inspired by the popular iOS-based video game franchise. Jason Sudeikis, Josh Gad, and Danny McBride lead the extensive voice cast as a trio of birds whose idyllic island lifestyle is shaken when a horde of mysterious green pigs arrives out of nowhere. From there, a series of misunderstandings leads to a full-scale war for these increasingly angry avians. Rounding out the supporting cast are Maya Rudolph, Bill Hader, Peter Dinklage, Sean Penn, and Keegan-Michael Key, while the film is directed by Wreck-It Ralph and Frozen animator Clay Cadis, working alongside the Iron Giant storyboard artist Fergal Riley. Next up for this week is Neighbors 2: Sorority Rising, the sequel to 2014 smash hit comedy Neighbors, in which Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne return as a couple of put-upon parents preparing to sell their house in anticipation of the birth of their second child. However, their real estate ambitions come to a screeching halt when a new sorority led by Chloe Grace Moretz moves in next door, at which point the pair calls upon Zac Efron's former fraternity president to handle the situation. Dave Franco, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, Lisa Kudrow, and comedian Hannibal Buress co-star, and Nicholas Stoller once again takes the lead behind the camera. Lastly for this week is The Nice Guys, the latest work from writer-director Shane Black, previously responsible for Lethal Weapon, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and most recently Iron Man 3. Set in 1970s Los Angeles, the film stars Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling as a tough enforcer and a hapless private detective, respectively, who reluctantly join forces to solve the disappearance of a young girl and the death of an adult film star, two events which may or may not be connected. Matt Bomer, Keith David, Kim Basinger, and for the second time this week, Hannibal Buress round out the supporting cast. The Angry Birds movie, Neighbors 2: Sorority Rising, and The Nice Guys can all be seen in theaters nationwide starting this Friday, May 20th. And as always, be sure to check your local listings for special Thursday night screenings in the area. That's all for today in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV. And here's your concert calendar for the week of May 19th, 2016. Coming Saturday, May 21st, to the Shed in Maryville is Confederate Railroad. The band will be kicking off the Shed Summer Concert Series. The band was hugely successful in the early 90s with their blend of southern rock and country when that sound was dominating the airwaves. The band is set to release a new album in July, their first one in almost 10 years. And for more information on this event, you can visit SmokyMountainHarley.com/events. Coming Thursday, May 26th, to the Cotton Eye Joe in Knoxville is Montgomery Gentry. The Kentucky duo dominated the country charts in the early 2000s with hits like Gone, Speed, Our Town, and many more. Throughout their career, they've been honored with ACM, CMA, and AMA awards, as well as being inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. The band has even paid a visit to LMU's own Tex Turner Arena before. For more information on this event, you can visit CottonEyeJoe.com/events. I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and that's your concert calendar for this week.
And that is going to do it for this week's LMU Community TV News.
I'm Adam Haley. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again on Monday.
For everyone here at LMU Community TV, I'm Ashley Collingsworth. Have a great weekend.